Putin wants. Under a Russian proposal, the United States and its allies reject the use of force against Syria, and Syria turns over its chemical weapons to the international community. The weapons must then be secured and destroyed. So how easy is it to secure and destroy that vast stockpile of chemical weapons? Former UN Inspector Tim Travan joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So tell me, how daunting a task is it to find all these chemical weapons, and then once we do find them, to get rid of them?
Well, it is a daunting task, particularly in the situation of trying to do that in the middle of a civil war. This will be the first time any country's tried to do that. How it would normally happen is that the country would make a declaration as to its holdings of chemical weapons, what agents, whether they're in munitions, what types, where they are, and then the inspectors would go and verify that. And on that basis, they would tag all the weapons, tag all the containers containing agent, and then put seals on doors and gates to ensure that nothing's tampered with. But if you're then going to say that, well, this is different because we need to take physical possession of these chemical weapons away from the Syrian authorities, then you've got to start thinking about how you prevent the Syrians from changing their minds and going back and repossessing those weapons. Do you have to remove the weapons from Syria? Do you have to consolidate them in one place? Because destruction is going to take a long time, certainly over a year, maybe many years. So if we leave them where they are scattered in 5, 20, 30 different locations, maintaining physical possession of those weapons is going to take a huge effort.
All right, you say 5, 20, or 30 different locations. There could be more, I assume. But how easy is it to hide chemical weapons?
Certainly, if you have agent in bulk, which is contained in large tanks or in tanker vehicles, then it can be moved around quickly, if dangerously. We can't assume that every country in the world has the same rules about safety at work and health concerns that we do. We noticed that in Iraq when we sought to destroy their chemical weapons. They had a very much more cavalier approach to safety. So they were prepared to produce chemical weapons in conditions we would never consider.
All right, one quick question. Are we the only country that has sort of the know-how how to do this? So it would be Americans doing it, or is this something many countries have skilled people at doing?
There are several countries which have skill in doing it. Certainly the Russians do, because they had a large stockpile they destroyed. But the chemistry of destroying chemical weapons is not that difficult. And issues of how to deal with dangerous chemicals safely is something that many countries with developed chemical industries know about. So there is expertise around the world.
Great. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Coming up.